What up, big dogs? Welcome to the muck hole. Social media breeds people like this. People who figure that if you stack enough shock, insecurity, and fake confidence on camera, you'll get attention whether people like you or not. This one goes by Clavicular. He's 19 years old, a looksmaxing addict, chronically online, and permanently searching for validation in all the wrong places. We're gonna look at how the internet shaped him into the worst possible version of himself, one reward at a time. People like this don't just appear out of nowhere. They're not born this way. It's learned, it's practiced, and it's reinforced by an audience that won't look away. Clavicular is like an amalgamation of behaviors he picked up because they got reactions. He's 19 and has likely been marinating in online feedback loops for his entire life. His content is a mix of amateur cosmetic procedures, aggressive insecurity, gym bro pseudoscience, alpha male delusions, and the most terminal case of main character syndrome I've ever seen. He's not mysterious, he's just what happens when everything in your life is built around being perceived. This is the classic looksmaxing arc. Show an awkward childhood photo, talk about ascension, and then pretend you discovered some forbidden transformation ritual. But the story is much more simple. He just kinda grew up and took a bunch of testosterone and HGH. Then, he figured out early that posting extreme appearance changes gets rewarded with attention. And online, attention is currency. It works like gambling. If he posts something and it hits, he chases that feeling again. Except instead of winning cash like if he was gambling, he wins strangers telling him he's attractive. And instead of losing money, he just slowly lost any realistic sense of identity. Everything after this, the fillers, the drugs, the posing, and the arrogance, all grew out of that same reward structure.
Chat, we're looksmaxing her. It's all good. Dr. Clav? Yeah.
This is where things shift from cringe to dangerous. She's 17 and he's 19. Them being together isn't weird or anything, but injecting his underage girlfriend with facial filler like he's running some underground medical operation is fucking crazy. There's no training, supervision, or awareness. Just a teenager playing with needles because the camera's on. He's in that "I know what I'm doing" posture that people adopt when they care more about looking competent than being competent. That's not confidence. It's someone cosplaying authority because the audience rewards the performance. It's actually fucking crazy.
What's with the pants, bro?
Oh wait, you should do the Jester Max dance in the fucking store.
All right, check this out.
Alright, bet. Wait, go pop. Wait, Wando, don't run. Dude, this is movie quality. Oh my god.
Oh, let's fucking go, bro. We're viral as fuck. Oh my god. Oh shit. Is that bad?
Yeah, you cannot do that.
Okay, fuck that. We need armed security ASAP, bro. Or else I'm gonna get fucked.
They need armed security one.
Yeah, they need armed security.
Bro.
Okay. I'm sorry.
This clip isn't him doing something directly. It's about the ecosystem that he exists in and has curated. His friend is out here harassing random women on his live stream, acting like they're NPCs walking around through his personal simulation. And you can tell afterwards that Clavicular immediately knows it was a bad idea. He gives that instant
Okay. I'm
reaction. The universal signal for this is gonna be clipped in the worst way. But here's the problem. When you surround yourself with people who chase attention the same way that you do, you lose any sense of boundaries. The whole group reinforces each other's worst impulses. They're all trapped in the same loop. If it gets a reaction, do it again. If it stops getting a reaction, do something crazier.
Chat, I got $30. I made $30 from streaming for 5 hours. You know when people say, oh bro, like why do you work a 9-to-5 job when you could just be a streamer? 8,000 viewers, front page on Kick, I got $30. So, if you're thinking about becoming a streamer, that's how much I got. I got paid $30.
Now this is just fucking beautiful. Here he is, complaining that he made $30 for a 5-hour live stream. And the way he frames it, you'd think that somebody shorted his paycheck. He genuinely believes that wandering around outside with a phone pointed at his face is skilled labor or something. Like the city should have reimbursed him for improving the scenery or something. No, man. If you want real money, fill out a fucking job application. Clock in and do some actual work. Learn what it feels like earning a wage doing something that requires more than just breathing and talking. There are high schoolers making more than that bagging groceries and walking dogs. $30 for 5 hours wasn't an insult. It was the most that he could possibly expect when the entire product is you existing in the public. That wasn't unfair compensation. It was a charity donation from the universe.
Yeah. Your maxilla is quite recessed, you know.
What does that mean?
Just like your.
At least it's not my first language.
Oh yeah, so you have like a recessed maxilla, so I can't.
What does that mean?
And, you know, like your upper jaw. It's just a little recessed, so I can't. I mean, you know what I mean?
Are you looking at me? I don't know what that means. I'm trying to like.
Here's where you can kind of see how warped his self-image is. He comments on a girl's facial structure with this strange authority, like he's the final judge of human aesthetics. He gets daily attention for his face. When you grow up inside that feedback loop, you start thinking your opinions are objective truth. But being attractive doesn't make you knowledgeable. It just makes you confident in the wrong things in this case. He talks like he's issuing performance reviews on women, when he's really just parroting looksmaxing forum vocabulary with zero understanding behind it. He's just a 19-year-old kid who thinks being called handsome makes him an authority on other people's faces.
Wait, do you do penis enlargement or no?
Yes. So
How does that work, if you don't mind me asking? Like, what were you before and what are you now? That's kind of weird, but.
Do you want me to grab my device?
Yeah. Wait, yeah. Let me see it.
Pump on hand. So we've got a pump right here. This is pretty fucking autistic of me to show, but this basically suctions onto your shaft, and it pulls the, fluid into your penis and slowly stretches it out.
So wait, hold on. So you fucked that thing?
No, nothing like that. It's just suction in your.
Wait, has it actually grown it? Like, has it actually grown it?
Yeah, it's more useful in terms of girth. So you get about like 0.5 inches of girth if you're consistent with it. But obviously, I haven't really done it in a while. But at its peak, it was certainly going well.
Okay. That's interesting. See, one thing about me, that's one thing I'm like super confident about. I'm gonna be honest, I got a big ass dick, bro.
Good stuff, yeah.
Now this one doesn't even really need analysis. Just fucking look at him. He's showing off a penis enlargement pump like it's something to be proud of, when it actually just showcases how he'll show anything on camera for attention. This is the behavior of a guy who has never had impulse control in his life. He acts like he's dropping some life-changing knowledge, but really, he's just standing in his room holding a plastic tube and hoping someone in the comments tells him that he's brave or something. They could throw me in Alcatraz, waterboard me, torture me in any way, and no one could get this kind of information out of me. There's no confidence here, just desperation dressed up as self-improvement. He probably also needs to use a penis pump because he stunted his own development by taking testosterone at 14.
I've been on testosterone for 5 years, since I was 14.
What doctor are you going to that's going like, just jabbing you up at 14 years old, bro?
Well, that one might not have been a doctor at the time.
Oh my
but
God, man.
Probably also means he has little balls.
I'm taking testosterone every single day because I'm taking a very short ester of testosterone to keep my hormonal profile most in line with what it would be as a natural. I take minoxidil for my hair. I take dutasteride for my hair. That's my hair protocol. I also take Accutane. I take 7.5 milligrams of Accutane a day. I use crystal meth, so methamphetamine, as a stimulant and to lean max, right? So this is something that I've started using in place of Adderall.
And then there's this, a list of drugs longer than what the Liver King was taking. And look what's happened to that guy. Clavicular openly says that he uses meth casually. Later in the same conversation, he backpedals it and tries to frame it like he's talking about some obscure research chemical and uses the word meth for shock value.
And when you say crystal meth, it sounds outrageous because a lot of people don't know that meth has different isomers, right? So the street meth, the L-methamphetamine, is what people are smoking, what people are tweaking out on, and what makes them retarded, right? So this is not the stuff that I'm using, right? I'm using like very, very low therapeutic dosages of D-methamphetamine, which is actually something that's prescribed by doctors. It's called Disoxin. I say meth as a shock factor because of how outrageous it sounds. So with people watching Breaking Bad and seeing meth tweakers, you hear, oh my God, this guy's so crazy.
And the list goes on.
I also will take retatrutide once a week. I take melanotan 2 every single day, extremely high dose. Yes, it's a gigadose of retatrutide. That can be, certainly a problematic dose in terms of the heart rate from the glucagon receptor. It's definitely not a healthy dose. Melanotan 2, I'll take IGF-1 occasionally, and HGH. I use a lot of pregabalin and baclofen for being a little bit more low inhibition to kind of take me over the edge.
He's taking a cocktail of random substances. He started testosterone as a kid, he did bone smashing as a teen, and now he looks 25 at the age of 19. He's on a path where the only direction is downhill. His entire life is built around escalating behaviors to stay interesting. Drugs, extreme procedures, outrageous claims, and it's all the same pattern. He does something risky, gets attention, and repeats it. You can watch the toll in real time. He's good looking, obviously, but when you're stacking drugs, fillers, hormones, and stress on top of each other at this young of an age, the bill's gonna come due early. He's burning years that he hasn't even lived yet, and it's kinda sad to see. Sometimes when I watch videos like these, I imagine trying to explain it to a person in the 1800s. Maybe something like this man is waving a glowing rectangle around as some sort of strange ritual for others to notice him. I don't know. That's probably what they'd think. But it's just him standing there, trying to transmit, "I'm desirable," through the camera with pure concentration. He moves around like someone acting out what they think confidence looks like. There's this strange intensity to the way that he poses too. It's not natural confidence. It's calculated or emulated in some way. He's studied what gets attention and leans into it hard. It's all a performance. You can feel how forced it is, how rehearsed, how badly he wants the validation from others on a silly little app. It's not charisma, it's not magnetism, it's just a kid trying to engineer a reaction because he doesn't know how to exist without one. So here's the full picture. Clavicular isn't unique. We've seen a lot of guys like this. He's not a villain or a mystery or a mastermind. He's the direct product of online reinforcement loops. He's gotten rewarded for changing his appearance, acting like an expert, doing reckless procedures, flaunting drug use, harassing strangers, bragging about nothing, shock value, and most importantly, getting reactions. When you design your identity around what gets you attention, you lose the ability to tell the difference between improvement and collapse. This is how the ecosystem online shapes people. He does something crazy, you get rewarded with attention, and then you repeat and escalate. I've said this a lot by now, but that's the whole loop. His entire personality is crowdsourced. Every bad decision is a response to an audience that won't stop watching. If you grew up online with no boundaries, no resistance, and nothing to regulate your behavior except comments and likes, you're probably just as strange. Maybe not this strange, but strange. Clavicular is a walking example of attention-maintained behavior. If you treat attention like nutrition, you'll eat garbage the second that it gets you clicks. So yeah, that's Clavicular. A 19-year-old destroying his body and doing anything for attention because people have rewarded it. There's nothing else to explain here. Thanks for hanging out in the muck hole. I'll catch y'all later.